So we're back, 2025, a new year, a new day, and I'm feeling good. Do you not recognise where that's come from?
No.
Michael Bublé! It's a new year, a new day, and I'm feeling good.
Then you're Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year, everyone. We are so excited to be back doing another podcast. It's been a while. We've had a little bit of a break because obviously it was Christmas, and I love Christmas.
Never figured out what Christmas is about yet.
No, let's not discuss that. Come on. I had all sorts of comments about that. I had comments from people who were like, you know what? Well done for just being straight up. A lot of us do also celebrate it for the commercial reasons. And then I had the odd one or two people who were offended. I did not mean to offend anyone, but I'm just being honest. I'm not going to lie. So that's what you're going to find on this podcast. I am not going to pretend to be something I'm not, and I'm definitely not going to pretend to know things that I don't know about. But yeah.
You still didn't figure it out.
Huh?
Like, you didn't think, oh, let me go away and work out what Christmas is about. So you're still going to be stuck on that. It's just the commercial side, even though you offended a few people. I think you should listen, right? With how much of a big deal you make about Christmas, I think you should try and
Babe, do you really think that I'm going to celebrate Christmas next year for different reasons?
No, but I understand why it is. Do you celebrate Diwali?
You know you're saying that because you know it's going to push a button right now.
Do you?
Yeah.
What's that for?
I don't probably know any of this. Stop, I'm keeping this out of it. I mean
No,
it.
leave it in there.
Why?
Because I'll be honest, right? Like, I know what Christmas is about,
Yeah.
but when it comes to Diwali,
You don't know.
no, because I've been told so many different things, and I don't know which one it is. So this is what I mean. So I understand, right? You don't know what Christmas is about. Go and educate yourself. In the same way, like, all I know is Diwali. You've got to go to the temple. That's what I was told when I was younger, right?
Yeah.
Got to go to the temple. Got to light a candle,
Yeah.
right? Come home, do some fireworks. Same thing. It's like what people celebrate Christmas for. That's like literally how you celebrate Christmas.
Yeah.
In the same way that I celebrate Diwali, I just know I have to go to the temple, come home, light a candle, or light a candle there, and
Yeah.
then sit there and watch fireworks and have something to eat.
God, we sound so bad, don't
It's not
we?
bad, is it? I'll be honest about our faith. It's a shame,
Yeah.
right? And I'll be completely honest about it, but I know very little about it.
Yeah, I feel like
You know, if we had kids and I had to teach my kids about our religion and our faith,
Yeah.
wouldn't know where to start.
Yeah.
That's why I just wanted to make clear that I'm not taking the mick out of you for not knowing what Christmas is about, because equally, that's why I was talking about Diwali, and you're like, oh, I'm going to cut this segment out.
Yeah.
Immediately goes to cutting stuff out.
Yeah, but I haven't. I say it. I didn't even cut it out last time.
I know, but why is that your instant thought?
Because I just think that then, look, my whole thing about doing this...
In one breath, oh yeah, I like to keep everything honest in this.
Are you going to let me answer?
Podcast, everything's honest here.
Apart
from the stuff that I cut out.
Letting me answer, babe. That's my point, right? On one hand, I'm like, okay, I'm going to be totally myself. I can't be anyone else anyway, even if I tried.
So then don't cut stuff out.
Are you going to let me, seriously, let me finish? But it is difficult putting yourself out there. Like, as much as, okay, look, I know that people may think, okay, she's got Instagram, she's always on YouTube, she's used to it, why would it bother her? But what people don't seem to understand is that on YouTube and Instagram, I'm sitting there putting makeup on, teaching, educating people. I'm not really showing my personality that much. So this is still quite
Yeah, and this is my
different for me.
I get that, and this is my personality, but nobody's expecting you to know everything about everything, are they?
Yeah, but people are still very judgy.
Well, how are you going to... Let's not do the podcast then. Because everybody's
You
very judged.
literally take it to such an extreme, babe. I'm just talking to you and I'm just telling you, like the same way when you first started this, you were like very kind of like...
Yeah, because I'm not used to being in front of the camera, right?
Yeah.
You are. You
Yeah,
have
but I'm
Instagram.
also like conscious of... I've become less and less conscious.
No, I
because
don't care.
Obviously, from the last podcast, I didn't cut things out and I left it in. Right, so I didn't. So as much as sometimes I might say it here and there, that's because I have that natural, immediate reaction of, oh, like, what if I'm judged for it? But then when it comes to editing, I'm just like, forget it. I'm just going to put it in, leave it in. So I might say it at the spur of the moment because I have that initial kind of thought of, oh no, but I let it go. So it's work in progress.
Yeah. I get that, but I like the feedback that I'm getting from friends is that they love the fact that like I am just me, so I can just be myself.
Okay, let's just rewind for a second. What friends? Because you told me that your friends don't know that we have a podcast
Like,
together.
what, so
What friends are you talking about?
so my only friends are the ones that I ride with.
No, but you spend a lot of time with them.
We didn't meet any friends this week.
Okay, yeah. We
Okay.
did meet friends. So you're talking about, okay.
Yeah, and then we met some friends again a little while ago.
Yeah.
Right. Do they all ride bikes?
No, but
Right.
you're...
So I have other friends as well.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm saying that you spend a lot of time with your cycling friends because you obviously cycle every day, more or less. So...
I do know other people that don't ride bikes.
Yeah, I'm not saying I don't like getting so defensive.
Because you're the one that you were like, let's just stop for a minute.
Oh yeah, because that's how I talk, isn't it?
That's what you
I've
just
told
did.
you a million times when you speak as if it's me and you're trying to copy me. Don't talk like I'm like there's some like. I don't talk like that. I don't talk like that.
In my head, you do. Anyway, other than that, how was your Christmas? How did you find it?
It was good. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. We had some good time off, and
I'm asking you like I wasn't there.
I know.
How's your Christmas?
But it was good. It was good. Hopefully you enjoyed it too. But I really enjoyed just like we played Monopoly, the board game. We just chilled, watched movies.
Why are you telling me what we did?
I'm saying it out loud because no one else was spending it with us, were they?
Okay.
So you asked me the question, so obviously I'm going to answer.
Yeah, I'm just saying that. Did you enjoy your Christmas?
Yeah,
break?
I did enjoy it. Yeah.
That's it.
That's all you want me to say?
Like, did you enjoy your time off? No, I didn't. I don't expect you to rattle off everything that we did. Like I was there.
Okay, I know you were there, but obviously people listening, I want them to find out as well, right? That's what we did, guys. We played Monopoly, which lasted about 4 or 5 days. It was a good game.
You know, went into it all like, oh yeah, I'm great at it. What happened?
You're such a liar. I did not start that way. You actually started. You sat there and you were like, I'm so good. People hate playing with me because I'm just so good at this. And I'm like, okay. And then we started playing and I was like, actually, I am pretty good, you know. Like, I didn't say it right from the beginning, but I do feel I needed that as a test run.
What, practice?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, because I play in private, do I?
No, because I felt like I started off wrong. And throughout the entire game, I was kicking myself. I was thinking I started off wrong. So I felt like I will definitely do better next time.
What, you're just going to copy my strategy?
No, I didn't see that you had a strategy. I was focusing on myself. I wasn't looking at what you
All these secret Monopoly games I play by myself. You needed that practice run.
I
went in there, we're like fully...
Good for you, babe.
Fully practiced up.
Amazing. Good for you.
I needed that practice run.
Yeah, I do. I did need that practice run. So, what did your Christmas feel like for you?
I just enjoyed like having a week off. I'll be honest, a week to 10 days off work more than anything. It's just nice not to be hassled for 10 days.
It was nice
with stuff and people and just you just wake up in the morning, do what you need to do. There's no sort of timeline on anything that needed to be done.
Yeah.
So you just get up, get on with it, and then whatever happens, you just go with the flow. It's just nice. I'm back to work this week.
I am actually excited about getting back to work though. Like, I think yesterday was our first kind of semi-day back. Like, we kind of like caught up with little bits here and there.
Yesterday just felt like we hadn't had a break.
Yeah.
Got up in the morning and that was it. Straight onto it.
Yeah, it was good though. I'm excited to get back to work properly and get right into it. Nico had a good Christmas too. He will not take his onesie off. I got him a Christmas onesie and he absolutely loves it. In between like washing it and stuff, we actually thought we'll put it away now because it's got Christmas trees on it. But it is a really cute one. But he keeps wanting to have it on. We're saying this like he's telling us. He's not, obviously not. But when we
go and pick it up,
he goes and picks it up with his mouth and then just kind of looks at you like...
Put it on.
Put it on. Because I think it is a bit cold at the moment, so it keeps him warm. So he's still in Christmas mode. So anything that you're going to be doing for the new year?
Oh, I think we should tell everyone how we celebrated the new year.
Yeah. How did we celebrate it? It was great.
I'll tell you how we celebrated, like I think a lot of people are doing nowadays.
Yeah.
Went to bed.
Yeah.
10 o'clock I was in bed. And then the next morning I got up and I went for a bike ride.
Yeah.
And I don't drink anyway, but I bet it saved a lot of people hangovers. Unnecessary expense, especially here.
Yeah.
Can't go out anyway on New Year's Eve.
No, I know.
Well, you can, unless... So, like, the listeners can understand. If you want to go to Five Guys, right, in Dubai Mall
Yeah.
on New Year's Eve, how much is it?
I don't actually know how much that is. I mean, firstly, I wouldn't want to go to Five Guys on New Year's Eve,
No, but I'm just saying like a burger joint.
yeah, how much?
You don't want to go. I didn't realise that you wouldn't want to go to Five Guys.
Okay, yeah.
Isn't that not your type of place? Oh,
Just answer the question. How much is
surprised me.
it?
Yeah, surprised me.
How much is it? You always do this, babe. You can't just say it. You've got to like long it out for so long.
I'm not longing it out.
What is it?
I tell you what, I can't believe
What?
that you think that I thought by saying, oh, let's go to Five Guys for New Year's Eve.
No, I know you wouldn't have said let's go to Five Guys.
I'm making a point.
I know.
It's a burger joint
I know.
outside the Khalifa.
I know.
So why did you say I wouldn't want to go? Like I'm telling you, like, let's go.
As in, I'm saying it as in like I don't know who would want to go to Five Guys on New Year's Eve.
People want to watch the fireworks and have something to eat.
Yeah, but you're paying that much. Like, firstly, you haven't even got to the point, right? How much is it?
Well, it was like 2,000 dirhams.
Right. Who's gonna want? What my point is why am I gonna want a Five Guys? I do like Five Guys, right? Don't have it often, but it's a good burger. What my point is, why would I want to have that on New Year's Eve?
How much is that in dollars?
2,000 dirhams. That is crazy.
Get an accurate conversion into dollars. I think that's how much it was. It's been that much in previous years. I just stopped looking. $2,000. Just over around $500 per person.
Yeah, so that's my point.
To have a burger.
Why would I want to go to Five Guys on New Year's Eve? Pay $500 for a burger.
$1,000 we would have had to pay.
That would make me feel sick after that would, that I've just spent $500 on a burger and to watch some fireworks that I could have watched on TV. I feel like I sound
from the
quite...
comfort of your own bed.
I sound quite old now. Like, I'm not... Don't get me wrong. Nearly every New Year's I've stayed up. And I've been there, done that, where we've gone out, you know, been out till late and everything. I've done all that when I was younger, and I'm not saying you shouldn't do that when you're older. If that's what you like, go for it and do it. But now, this is the first year that I haven't stayed up till midnight. Like last year, I think we watched it from home on TV, I think. But this year, I made a conscious decision to actually go to bed at a normal time because I didn't want to wake up on the 1st of January and feel tired, lethargic, or just like I haven't had enough sleep. I really wanted to start to go on. So I was quite happy that we went to bed, to be honest.
You know what the great thing was?
What?
It was still 2025. I went to sleep at 10, woke up the next day, still the 1st of Jan.
Yeah, I know. It is crazy, isn't it? Some people are like, what, you went to bed?
Well, luckily for us, they stayed awake, because if they didn't, I don't think we would have made it to the 1st of Jan.
It is pretty crazy. I don't understand why people think that they have to stay up.
Listen, I would get the hype, right? Like, let's say if I've gone to a country to celebrate Christmas and New Year's.
Yeah.
For example, if I've gone to New York, I would go and watch the ball drop in Times Square, right?
Yeah.
It's the part of the whole going on holiday thing and celebrating the New Year. But we live in Dubai. We've seen the fireworks. You can go out to the park if you want and go and see the fireworks because there's fireworks going off everywhere. And then what? Come back and go to sleep.
Yeah.
So it's not like we're on holiday. Or if we had guests and visitors. And,
Yeah, then we'd probably stay up.
Yeah, so I'd make the effort. I'll tell you what annoyed me though on New Year's Day.
What?
I've been wanting to talk to you about this.
I know what it is.
Okay, what?
Is it how we felt?
No.
What?
How people send you forwarded messages
New Year's
for New Year's Day.
when it's blatantly forwarded.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I know.
Like you're sending me a message, right, that at the top of it says forwarded many times,
Yeah.
right, to wish me a happy new year. I tell you what, you don't have the time. Oh, sorry, what are you doing on New Year's Day? Oh, everyone's off work, so what are you doing? Either hanging, right, or chilling. You're going to be doing one or the other. How much effort? If you, like, everybody who I wanted to wish a happy new year to, I sent them a message. As in, I typed out a message, Happy New Year, like a personalised message to that person, wish you all the best for 2025. The number of crappy forwards I got, I felt like sending that emoji back with my finger up.
Did you really?
Yeah. No, don't send it.
Yeah.
I'd rather you not send it. That just shows me you are a lazy You're literally, who should I send this to? I'll tell you what, let me just go through my
Yeah, I think
phone
it went
list.
through.
Tick, 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 send. Tick, tick. Oh, brilliant. Thanks for all your effort. Thanks for all your effort and wishing me a happy new year. Tell you what, don't bother next year.
Yeah, I know. It's just crazy, the lack of effort, and they think they've actually done something.
The laziness.
Yeah.
And the people that did send me a personalised message, thank you. And they got a very nice personalised message back as well.
Yeah.
But the ones who sent me a forward, I just sent them a thumbs up.
No, you didn't.
Yeah,
Did you really?
I reacted with a thumbs up.
You didn't even say Happy New Year back?
No. What?
You put a thumbs up?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Well, I've put in as much effort as they have.
Yeah, true.
So all they got was a thumbs up.
I still put more effort in. Anyone who sent me a forward, I sent them a... It was a forward of a picture most of the time was what I got.
I didn't send them... I didn't even put the effort in to find the thumbs up and press send. Here's the reaction. You know when you click on the picture and react to thumbs up.
That's crazy.
Minimal effort back.
Right. I thought you were going to talk about how we felt on New Year's Day.
What, tired?
Yeah, because we went to bed early. We had really good sleep. I was super fresh when I woke up.
That, I think, I guarantee is what we ate.
It's got to be. And we went for lunch. It was kind of like a brunch, wasn't it? So we went for breakfast, had a late breakfast. We went and sat down in a restaurant that we have been before in a different area to the same chain.
Right. So the waiter came over. Sorry to take over.
Yeah.
Right. The waiter came over. Right. He's like, do you want your drinks first? Place an order for our drinks. Fine. All right. Give us time to look at the menu. So I looked at the menu. Then you looked at the menu. Right. Then you asked the worst question that you can ever ask a waiter. Right. What would you recommend?
I said, what's the best seller on the breakfast?
Right, and
menu?
what did you rattle off? All the highest ticket value items on the list.
Yeah, but sometimes you get the odd person who's like, they genuinely tell you.
Never met that person.
Okay.
I don't know who you've been out with. I've never met that person.
You do get some waiters or waitresses who actually do tell you. Obviously, it's very rare, but I thought I'd give it a go.
I've never met a waiter who's told me, oh, firstly, you ask them what's good on the menu, they'll tell you everything.
Yeah.
Oh, what's good to eat here? Oh, everything. Oh, what? So you like everything, do you, on this menu? Because I can tell you now, there's a few things on this list that I would never eat.
Yeah.
But they think everything's great on it.
Well,
right.
I mean,
this guy was like, oh yeah, the lobster. Oh, is it? A bestseller? I looked around. Not one lobster anywhere. Right? Oh yeah, the lobster's great. That's a bestseller.
He picked the most expensive dishes. Yeah.
So he rattled them off, and I was like, "This guy." I said to you under my breath, I said he's just rattling off the.
No, I knew as soon as he said lobster, I knew.
Right.
I was like, right, okay, all right then.
For breakfast.
Get it.
Yeah, for breakfast, let's have a lobster.
Yeah.
Right. Then we were like, okay, give us a few minutes. So then sent him off.
Let me take over now at this point. So basically, he went off, and because he gave me the most expensive items that he was trying to make out were the best sellers, I kind of knew. So when he walked off, I thought, right, I kind of dislike how he handled that. So I called over a different waitress. He was busy, so I was like, thank God. Called over this other waitress, and she seemed like she was normal. She came over, and I was like, I'm going to have the normal shakshuka and some toast on the side. She was like, okay, fine. Bobby ordered his dish, and then she went off. I saw him go up to her and get annoyed at her for taking our order. I was like, are you kidding? He got so annoyed with her. She basically gave him the paper of what she had written down and said, it's fine. You take over it then if it's your customer. He came back over to the table.
He came back over and he said, oh, no, you can't have, he goes, you ordered the shakshuka.
Yeah.
You can't have that. You have to have the lobster one.
There were basically two shakshukas. There was a lobster one and a normal one, right? Both of them were on the menu and they were on there until a certain time. We were well within that period of time. And he said, you can only have the lobster. And then Bobby basically got annoyed at him and was like, listen.
No, I got the menu out and I said, what time does it say on the menu that you're serving breakfast? And he said 9 till 12:45.
Yeah.
And I was like, what's the time? And he's like, 12. I said, therefore you should be selling this.
Yeah.
And he goes, you can't have that. And I was like, I got the iPad out and I showed it to him. I said, here it is.
Yeah.
And he goes, oh, they must have just added it. And I was like,
Yeah.
right, okay. Funny that.
So that
Anyway,
annoyed us even more
Yeah.
then.
So then I was like, so can I have this, seeing as it's on the breakfast menu and we are within the time? And he
Yeah.
was like, okay.
He
So
said, yeah.
reluctantly, he was like, okay, fine, you can have
Yeah.
it. Yeah, go on.
Then he went off, and I just knew at the back of my mind, we were drinking our coffees at this point. I knew this guy is going to mess up my order. Anyway, he comes out eventually. What does he bring? I see this huge lobster tail sticking out of my dish, right? And that at that point, I got annoyed. So I said to Bobby, let me handle this, because one, I know he'd already got annoyed. So he's about to like lose his shit. Right, so I'm like, okay, let me deal with this. It's New Year's Day. We don't need to stress. Let me deal with it. So I said to the guy, I said, this is wrong. I said no lobster. He still tried to put it on my table, by the way, as if I'm not going to realise.
Because it's not.
Yeah, and then I was like,
massive lobster tail out of it.
It's like it's a lobster tail sticking out.
He tried to give me my dish and take your one back and said, oh, we'll make you a new one.
Yeah, and that's when
Right.
I was like,
And then
I'm not
what?
going to eat.
What, so I've come to this restaurant to eat my breakfast in front of you alone.
Yeah.
And then when I'm finished, yours will come out.
Yeah, you're right, I missed that bit out. I did say to him then, I said, no, because he is about to put Bobby's dish down. I was like, no. I was like, we've come here to eat together. We're not going to eat separately. So I wait for my dish now. So take it all back. So they took it all back in. And that's when I said to Bobby, let's not eat here. I said to the waiter when he came back out, I was like, can you get us the check? He was like, yeah, immediately. I was like, not that I would have stayed if he tried to make us stay, but still, it was just really bad service. We said if we could just have the bill, please, and just pay for the coffee, that's fine. We went and ate somewhere else that we've been to many times before, had what we always had, and it was great. But I don't know what was in it, but Bobby and I felt so tired after, like someone had put something in our food or something. We were yawning, we were falling asleep, and we had a movie we were waiting for to go and watch. That was not normal, because we had great sleep. That was like...
I don't get tired during the day.
No. So we were both struggling to stay awake.
Yeah. I'd had a great night's sleep and I'd just eaten breakfast, right?
Yeah.
In theory, I should be like wide awake. First 20 minutes of that film, I was just waiting for the lights to go off in the cinema.
Yeah, you fell asleep.
Yeah, I know. The only way I was going to watch the rest of the film was if I got in a power nap.
I turned around and I saw him when he's literally sitting there like they're sleeping, and I'm like, just let him sleep, because I thought I was going to fall asleep too. So I thought it's okay, we'll both fall asleep. But yeah, that was on New Year's Day. But is there anything you're going to be doing, like anything you're starting the year with, or
What do you mean?
like, you know, sometimes people... Okay, so I, for example, have set myself a challenge for this year. I'm going to read one book every month. That's my challenge for the year.
My challenge is I'm going to go and buy myself a PlayStation. There you go. I'll buy one game a month.
Okay. I mean, I'm going to read because I'm absorbing knowledge. So that's why I'm doing that.
I'm going to play PlayStation so I can just switch off for an hour.
Okay. Good. Whatever.
Well,
Whatever
I don't
rocks
know.
your boat.
I know the number of people that I've spoken to. Like, so this whole PlayStation thing. I've always thought PlayStations were for kids, right?
Yeah.
Like gamers.
Yeah.
Like I've always looked at it. Like my brother's always had one, and he's played it. I was never really into it
Yeah.
growing up. The more and more I speak to people my age, everybody seems to have one.
Yeah.
Like like everybody who I've asked my age, I was like, have you got a PlayStation or an Xbox? They're like, yeah, I've got a PlayStation. I was like, what? Like all these like grown adult men who've got great jobs, great careers, they've all got PlayStations. I was like, what? And they were like, do you not have one? I was like, no. And they were like, so how do you switch off? And I said, watch TV. They were like, but then that's still not switching off because you will still check your phone and you'll still do stuff.
Which you do.
Yeah. And I was like, yeah. So they were like, so that's not really switching off, is it? They were like, you have to like get yourself into a game where you physically don't stop to check your phone or pick your phone up. So I was like, right. So they were like, that's why we have it. Like we play games like that on it just to. And then one of my mates was like, oh yeah, it's great. You know, like doctors advise you to. I was like, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
So apparently doctors advise you to play on a PlayStation. Never heard that.
Yeah, I've not heard that.
Yeah. So he's like, if you're struggling, you know, like with mental health, it's really good to play on a PlayStation.
I do think you should get one because I think it will be a good way for you to
I did want to go and get one this afternoon, but you're like, I don't want to leave the house.
You do this every time, babe, and it really frustrates me. So this is what he does, right? He knows in his head what he wants to do. But then what he does, he doesn't give me all the information. He just gives me like 1% of information, which doesn't actually give me anything. He just asks if I want to go out. And I'm like, not really. And then in his head, he's like, oh, okay, because I wanted to go out to go and get this, or I wanted to go out because I felt like lunch. He won't tell me any of that.
Yeah, because why am I going to take somebody who doesn't want to do it?
Later on, then you'll take it out on me and you'll be like, oh, you didn't want to go, but you just did just by saying
it out on you.
Babe.
Taking it out on you.
You are literally, stop being such a bully.
Listen,
What?
you are the one who takes it from 0 to 100.
Babe,
all I
you
have to
do
say
that.
something. All I have to do is say, "So why are you being so mean?" It's not mean. It's not being
What
mean.
do you think it is, babe?
What?
What do you think it is when you sit there going, oh, like that?
Because you think that's mean?
Oh, don't give me that. Don't give me that. Don't give me that. Seriously, don't. I know what you're going to say. This is what he's going to say. That's not mean, but I can be mean. Babe, I can also be plenty of things, and you know
on a
it.
scale of being mean, that's 1 out of 10. That's not playing. The gifts. I can send you a gif of that.
So what, you're doing a GIF? You're doing a real life GIF?
Yeah, so I'll show you it. I'll send it to people all the time.
I know what it looks like because you just showed me, babe. You just did it.
No, but I'll show you the gif.
For God's sake.
I'll send it to people all the time.
Yeah, but I don't
Like,
want the
you don't-
live version of it. I don't want to see that. And now, anyway, you're taking... You're
Yeah, I want to show it to you. Just relax.
You know what I'd rather? I'd rather you send me the GIF, babe.
I'm sending it to you.
Don't give me this live... Don't do this stuff with me. Just send me the GIF if you really need to get it out of your system. And then I'll send you one back.
Okay, I'll have to send it to you.
Anyway, what I was saying was he does this every time. You will basically not give me all the information and then later on you'll drop it in that actually you wanted to go and do this, but you didn't because I said I didn't want to go out. And I'm like, well, you didn't even give me all the information. I've told you before 1,000,000 times, give me all the information. Tell me what it is you want to do.
Okay, so if I said to you, do you want to go out? And you're like, no.
Yeah.
Here's my answer.
Yeah, but you want to go and do something in particular. You don't often buy yourself something. If you said to me, babe, do you want to go out because I want to go and get the PlayStation? I would have got ready and said, yeah, let's go.
Yeah, but then I don't tell you all the information because I want the truth.
You know what? This is really annoying. This is a really messed up way of dealing with things. I'm going to start doing that to you.
No,
if you
because
don't stop
if I give you all the information, then you're going to be like, oh,
Hey, stop playing these games.
I didn't really want to go out, but I've gone out because he wants to do something. Well,
Yeah, but I would never say that to you. When have I ever said that to you? There have been times where I've gone out and I haven't really wanted to go out, but I never ever say it to you.
What?
Yes. See, there you go. You're saying it like that.
When?
No, okay, look.
Lies.
Your reaction is that.
Lies.
At this point, I'm going to put my hand on your face.
Lies. These are
I
lies.
can't reach over, but stop. Hear me out. No, babe, listen.
I've been out and I didn't want to.
Babe, listen.
Pinocchio.
You're such a liar.
I do things for you.
Listen. You are such a liar. Look, this is what annoys me, right? See, you know why you're so shocked? Because I never ever tell you. I don't feel the need to actually tell you.
I don't need to prove my lie.
It's not a lie. It's not a lie. Stop it. I'm being serious, babe. Seriously, there are times where I've not wanted to go out and I go out because I think, okay, he wants to. I can tell he wants to.
If ever, right, there is anybody who goes out when they don't want to and do stuff when they don't want to, is me.
No, what? It's not competition, babe. I'm not trying to say who
I didn't
does
say
it
it's a
more than the
competition.
other.
I didn't say that, but I'm just saying that it's more likely that I do that than you.
So you don't think I've ever done that?
What?
I've ever gone out when I haven't really wanted to go out?
Where?
With you.
Yeah, but where?
It could be out to eat for breakfast. It could be out to the mall. It could be something to go and see, something that you want to see. It could be anything.
Shall I tell you why that is?
Why?
Because you could live your life in this house. in this apartment.
You have to you literally take it from 0 to 100. Seriously, I've asked you a question. However you believe it, I've never done that with you before.
I've always thought that you've wanted to go out.
I have majority of the time. I'm saying, do you think there's never been a time where I actually would have preferred to stay
Yeah, but
home?
if you tell me, then at least then I know when it was. So then I'm like, okay.
Right, you know this whole weird way that you deal with this. I'm going to start doing this with you now, and you are going to hate it because I'm going to make everything so complicated because I'm not going to be straight with you anymore.
It's so easy.
No, I'm not going to be straight with you anymore, then, babe.
Listen, that was very straight this morning. Do you fancy getting out today?
Yeah, but you hid information from me, babe. You withheld information that could have changed my answer.
But I got the actual truth, right?
Yes, but does that not show that, hold on a minute, she would still want to go out with me because she knows it's something I want to do? Because I would do that.
Listen, right, I just wanted the truth. Do you fancy going out today? No, I don't.
You're really annoying.
Why is that annoying?
That is really annoying.
I'm either mean, or I'm annoying, or I'm this, or I'm that.
That you need to understand that I would have changed, like, my answer.
But then that's not the truth, is it? It's not the honest answer.
It is the truth.
So you do feel like going out then?
No, it would be
go,
that you're being really unfair about it now. You're being super unfair.
What?
You are being super unfair.
How's that unfair? I asked you if you want
Now
to go.
I'm not gonna. I have said to you before. It really annoys me when we don't give each other straight answers. Right? The communication thing is really frustrating, and I think we've kind of got it down quite well. But you doing that is kind of messing it up. So just be straight. Just
Obviously, it's me.
be straight. It is because you're the one who said, "Do you want to go out?" And I was like, "No, not really."
How did I not communicate
And then
that?
you didn't even tell me why. You didn't tell me that you wanted to.
Did you ask?
I did ask, actually.
No,
I asked you immediately after. I was like, "What about you? Do you want to?"
No, but hold on.
This just proves my point.
No, hold on.
I asked you twice after.
No.
Do you want to go out and do anything? You know what you said? No. So you lied
I've
to
never
me.
said that.
You did. You lied to me.
No.
You did. You said no. I said to you twice, "Is there anything that you want to go out and go and
I
do?"
can't remember that.
And you said no.
I can't remember that.
Oh my gosh! There you go. He lied.
That's Mummy's nose.
You lied.
Mummy's nose getting longer, Nico.
You lied. We can go out.
No, it's fine.
Okay, now you're just gonna be stubborn.
I'm not being stubborn now. I just don't want to. Now I'm mentally ready just to sit and chill.
Right. Oh, that was like, seriously, from now on, just tell me. I'd rather you tell me. Actually, no, now I know not to just say what I feel.
No, you could say, why, is there something that you fancy doing?
Okay, I'll say that from now on.
And then I could say, oh yeah, I was thinking of getting the PlayStation.
No, because you know what happens when I do that? You'll say, I asked you a question. You know that as well. If I respond
No, that's
with a
if
question...
I ask you, like, what do you fancy eating? And then your answer is, what do you fancy eating?
Yeah, the reason I say that is because I think to myself, okay, I don't want it to all be about me, but if he wants to eat something.
So why don't you get in there first and say, what do you feel like eating today?
Why is this just like some kind of like, everything I'm saying, you're like, oh, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that?
No, I'm giving you a solution. Again, it's what I do, give you a solution. So, in future, easier to say, what do you fancy doing today? And then I've got the liberty to say, oh yeah, I thought we could go and do this.
Yeah, but if I say, what do you fancy doing today? And what if you felt like initially you didn't want to do anything, and then I've put that pressure on you that you're going to have to choose something to do?
Don't worry, babe. I don't think you can put that amount of immense pressure on me.
Going back to what I was saying, I have set myself that challenge of reading a book every month. So I'm excited about that.
That's good.
Yeah.
I really don't like reading.
Yeah, but I've told you a million times, listen to them on audio if you don't like reading.
Yeah, but okay, so I have got an opportunity to listen to an audiobook.
Yeah.
Right, when I ride. Do you know what I really like when I ride?
What?
Either listen to music or like just live in my own thoughts.
But have you tried listening to an audiobook?
I'd find that really weird, somebody reading a book to me like I'm 5.
Oh my God, it's not like that, babe. Okay, the way that I see it, right, is you're still able to, if you don't enjoy reading, it's not just about the enjoyment of it, it's about everything you're absorbing from that book. Like, you learn so much, whether it's whatever the book is about. It really does.
Okay, I'll try that, and then there you go. I'll try that this year.
Yeah, I think you'll enjoy it.
I need to find a way to get an audiobook.
Either that or listen to some podcasts. I think you'll enjoy it.
A podcast's different to book, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like you're listening to someone's conversation. So another thing I'm going to be doing this year is I'm going to try and do that today. Actually, I'm making a vision board. So it's the first time I'm doing anything like this. I'm pretty excited about it. I wasn't sure if it was something that I would like, but when I started putting together the images, so I'm collecting all the images on Pinterest and then I need to kind of print them and then stick them on my board. When I started putting together the images on Pinterest, I was like, actually, this is really, like, it really does give you that kind of motivation for the things that you want throughout your year. Do you know what a vision board is?
Yeah.
What?
It's that. Why are you testing me on it?
I'm not testing, I just want to know what your version of it is, then I know what to tell you.
Shall I give you a summary of what I think a vision board is?
Yeah.
A load of nonsense.
For God's sake.